you reach a point where it's like, no one
Yeah.
is calling you to do this anymore.
Not at all.
No one's calling you saying, hey, Madonna, can we get this outrageous sex symbol kind of.
Right.
And then Jimmy Fallon has her on. I don't know. Maybe he's doing a charity that week. And she just feels compelled to pull her fucking skirt up.
Yeah. Was she? Have you ever? You must have read 48 Laws of Power.
No.
Really?
It's reading. What is that about?
Oh, okay. All right. No vaccine, blah, blah, blah.
Is there a movie? Is there a movie I could watch about it?
I'm sure there's an audiobook. Can we meet in the middle?
Reading.
You meet me halfway?
What is this thing about?
Well, I can't tell if you're fucking with me. I mean, you probably read, but have you read that specific book?
I haven't read it.
You would love it. Anthony, you would love it. It is the best book. It is the best book. It's like very, gets a bad rap because it's very
naked pitches in it?
Thing. Yeah, it's got titties.
Naked pitches?
Yeah, you want to see titties? 48 Laws of Power.
Awesome.
The 8 is actually inverted tits.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
I can see that.
it's like, or a Madonna's ass kind of situation.
Madonna's floated
but it's like
silicone ass.
It says part of the gist of that book, it like gives you this like kind of, schemey advice. Like, this is how life really works, right? Like, do this, don't do that. And it's like, eventually you have to make room for eventually the new replaces the old.
Yeah.
However, if you're a smart old, the smart old understands that is the circle of life, and eventually they're going to get pushed out, and they capitalize on it by making the new work for them. Right?
Yeah.
So you become a producer. You start to cultivate talent where other people's shine becomes your shine. You get the credit.
Yeah.
Like, discover new talent, and Amy Schumer presents Mark Norman kind of thing. Like, she's smart because she's like, well, this isn't gonna. People aren't gonna give a shit about me forever.
And that's kind of what Madonna should be more. A Madonna production kind of a thing.
Right.
Produced by Madonna.
Because that way we're
not a nice pantsuit.
Wear some pants, babe.
Right.
Yeah, pants to work.
That would be fine.
Because if Madonna discovered someone, that would have real weight.
Yeah.
Oh, you're an icon. You obviously know what you're doing.
Yeah.
But this doesn't look like she knows what she's doing. We look at her and we go, so you kind of don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Now we're confused. We didn't used to be confused by you. We used to be like, yeah, that bitch is all right.
Isn't it amazing? It's like life is like a, whatever, 75, 80-year-old. You could have like a conveyor belt, for life. And then like the children are at this end, and then it rolls forward, and then people on the conveyor belt get older, and then they just pile off the other end. There's more people going. And the only thing that matters is what's on that goddamn conveyor belt at that given moment. It's just like,
and there's more people on either end, right? Than
piling off of there, and more people are piling on this end, and it's just what's on that belt.
Yeah, it's crazy. There's so many dead people.
Oh my God!
You know that Facebook has a dead people problem because there's so many
dead Facebook people.
They now have more dead people than alive people.
No way! Is that real?
And so they had to they needed to do something with them, like a way to archive pages but not delete them because they become memorials.
Oh, it's a memorial.
So they memorialize pages. They can have you notify Facebook and be like, this person died. Jeez. And you can designate someone, which I did. I don't have money or a will, but I did do this. I designated my best friend as my Facebook legacy person. So in case something ever happens to me, he has my consent to log into my Facebook, look at all my shit, know all my secrets, check all my messages, message people back or whatever.
Wow, kind of continue. You will continue.
I will live.
You will live on Facebook.
Yeah, I've planned to fully upload my consciousness onto Facebook.
That is a thing. I think I saw one of those. What was it, Black Mirror or one of those shows where somebody had that idea. Yeah. Just kind of
just to hang
put
out.
yourself into the collective, maybe. That big spherical energy thing that your consciousness goes into. And then you chit-chat with everybody else, bodiless, just kind of, whoa, let me tell you about my life.
Yes, Madonna had this wild ass.
Yeah. Oh, well, I was. And you wouldn't get along with some people because they're from the 1700s.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't see how heaven works.
Someone told me.
I don't see how it works. So many different people and languages and times.
How would it even work?
So I'd be like, oh, yeah, so I was watching this show the other day. What is it, the show? What are you talking, a show? The theater? No, it's a television. What is this preposterous thing? You can't have a conversation up there.
No.
But there's a lot of clicks.
How are you going to even...
Very clicky up in heaven.
It must be super exclusive. I mean, I used to have this whole theory of how consciousness worked because I was annoying and I had to make sure everybody knew what my specific idea about God was. And
Oh my God, imagine that.
no one wants to hear it. I'm not going to
Sitting going, oh my God, Karen's going off again about the fucking God thing.
Oh, I made an exit through this and he was like, okay. The ketamine had just kicked in and he was like, I'm not following.
Oh, here she goes.
At one point he looked at me and he goes, shh.
Shh.
He was like, we're
fucking
on ketamine. Yeah, he was like, fucking relax, girl, relax. My take is this. You remember those toys from when we were kids? It was obviously before the internet, so we had toys. And it was like you would shake it up. It was like a thing with like clear liquid inside, but also color liquid, and it would separate the layers.
Yeah.
And you'd shake it up, and they'd make little bubbles, and they'd all kind of mix. But
Right, oil and
separate back
vinegar
out.
kind of a thing.
That kind of thing would be like blue and pink and whatever. And, you could make the beads do stuff and whatever.
Yeah.
So my theory is this, that consciousness, the universe, whatever you want to say, the intelligence of the universe that begets us, intelligent creatures, is like that layer of it's like that layer of color liquid, right? So it's like that blue oil or whatever on the top. And then those little droplets are like instances of consciousness. So like in you, in me, whatever. Who knows how far down it goes, the food chain kind of thing. And then when you die, your little droplet of consciousness just gets absorbed back into the layer.
Back into the layer, and it's constantly being used to, not maybe the whole piece that was you, but it goes into it, and then maybe a little piece of that is a droplet of a thing. And
that's just my idea.
People don't like that.
When you drop into reality, this is your interfacing with reality, right?
Yeah,
You're not your body, you're not all this stuff. You are what resides within your brain, right? And so you interfacing with stuff like that's your, the reason that you're not just pure God is because you have to fit into reality. You need a specific body and a specific personality and whatever. But the essence of you is not this body. The essence of you is not what your hair looks like or, what you do.
I don't know,
with
Karen.
nails.
People don't like that.
They don't like you. Who's they?
It's the majority of people that have that are into religion and everything. I think the most appreciated scenario, the one that most people are comfortable with, is that you are still exactly you.
And then you're
just somewhere else.
Yeah, right.
And you're talking with God or you're reincarnated into something else, but you're still you.
Yeah, right.
And you walk around in heaven for a little while and you're like, hey, what's up? You're still, you're still you. But none of that makes sense because you got the wife of a guy that might have died when they were in their 20s.
Right.
And then he gets remarried and he dies at 85 and his wife dies. And then they're up in heaven and it's like, oh, this is my fucking first wife.
Ooh,
She's
sorry.
like 22. She won't shut the fuck up. She doesn't leave my wife alone. Like, it doesn't make sense. Or you hacked your arm off or you're in an accident. You're like, what are you up there all fucked up? Like, none of it makes sense.
Are you old? Are you young? If you die old, then are you just old? Because do you even like old people? You talk to some old people, they're like, "I'm ready. I'm old.
Right.
Like, I'm done. It's not fun how it used to be."
And then do you get to pick it? Because something tells me there'd be a lot of young people there if you get to choose. Oh no, I want to spend eternity as an old guy with aches and pains and fucking a colostomy bag or something.
Hairline down to here.
Right. No, don't make me the young guy that's gonna get all the heaven pussy. So, but people want to think that.
No, I love the memes of like all the people that we lost hanging out together in heaven. Like with Michael Jackson or whatever.
Let me tell you,
it's cool.
He's looking down on you right now, and he's very proud. It's like, no, stop. It would be a great thing, but it's not. I think it's more like you just said. There's maybe, if there is anything, some kind of collective of energy, and every thought we have is just a burst of energy. Every memory we have is a electrical impulse in a cell that needs to, energy is really the essence of life.
Energy is the same everywhere, right? So
can't be created, can't be destroyed.
And it's also energy's energy. So the thing that animates you as a living being is not it's not of a different brand or whatever. It's not like you've got Pfizer soul and I've got Moderna soul. Like it's the same thing, right? And like I'm annoying. I was flossing.
No, we gotta fucking smoke some weed together and hash this out.
Yes, this is a weed conversation when you're like, me looking at you is the universe looking at itself.
Rogan's going to get mad that we're ripping him off. This is a Rogan weed conversation right here.
It is. Yeah, we're gonna get some Alan Watts up in here.
Keren, thank you so much.
Thank you. This
We're
was
a
a delight.
treat to have on, and
this was so much
I
fun.
love it.